It's time for episode 60, Ringside Beer Show. Your boy Jay Smooth is back, and I'm always here with the fellas.
Hey, welcome back, guys, to the Christmas episode. We didn't even have Christmas music, man. We're not even in the spirit.
We are in the spirit, always, my boy. Always.
All right, man. We have Hector eating some butternut. What is it? What are you eating?
I accidentally spilled some.
You just made a mess on my floor?
Well, not on your floor yet. You want it on your couch or you want it on the floor?
Well, I mean,
preferably
I guess, yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to put it in my mouth, no, but I can't.
That's what she said. No.
Oh, ba-doom.
But
I mean, oh, yeah, I get it. Sorry. I'm a little late. Sorry.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
The song's still playing.
I know. I'm pulling a Hector over here touching buttons.
Bing bong.
Oh, man.
That's all I've been hearing all week.
Dude, what a awesome week, man. What a fantastic... Dude, I just saw a chunk of fucking... that chocolate just fly to the center. It completely saw me in my tracks. I'm like, what the heck was that? Oh, Hector. Anyways. Great weekend, bro?
Always,
man. But, dude, let's make it even better by telling the fans where they can get some Ringside beer.
and it's not just available on the weekends. It's todos los días. So you can go to McGrath's Irish Ale House down in Bradenton. You can go to Evie's Tavern down in Sarasota. You can go to the 3 locations down below, Food and Beer, and also on Total Wine. You can order Ringside Beer and have it shipped to your door. Ringside Beer. Get in the ring. Be ringside.
Not only that, guys, go check out those same locations. Now they're both carrying both products, Blood Orange as well.
Man, that Blood Orange is fire.
Yeah.
Fire, man.
I think Rush should send us some more.
Did you? Yeah, He should.
He
for
should.
The next year.
Agreed.
As a late Christmas present, because I know you can't do it right now.
What was I gonna say? Did you see all the posts I've been making?
Yeah, bro. I'm always watching and I'm always liking.
Dude, it's all these locations now have Ringside Beer, both Blood Orange and Red Ale, Eddie's Tavern. I mean, there's a ton more locations. Go check out the Ringside Beer Instagram account.
Yep. Yeah, it's spreading, man. It's definitely, we're taking over slowly but surely.
Yeah, we are, man.
CC.
I can't wait to share some big news. But anyways, dude, big news dropped this week. Now, this is not MMA or boxing related, but you kind of celebrate this music. It goes hand in hand, right? Vicente Fernandez passed away?
Yeah. It's just a tough one for the culture.
I know the guy.
Oh, my God.
I don't listen. I don't listen to that music.
I know you don't, but I know that it's played like every other weekend at your house.
The only song that I know is a song that you sing when you used to get drunk. And that's it.
That's what happens. You know what? I was
and it's not even a good way of you
Whoa.
singing it. It's like disrespectful singing it.
Me?
Yes, fool.
That's how everyone sings it. You drink it when you're like halfway through a bottle of tequila, and you be like, all right, here's the real emotions coming out, bro.
Yeah, when you're feeling yourself.
When you're feeling yourself, bro. When you feel it, bro, you got to feel the emotion.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't sing for a living. You make it seem like I want to have those pipes and stuff.
Thank God.
My dad was watching that whole ceremony thing. They did that shit quick, too.
Did they?
He passed away Sunday in the afternoon, and by like Sunday evening, Sunday night, they already had like the mass and everything going in Mexico or whatever it was.
Well, I mean, dude.
My dad was watching that shit on live.
Yeah.
Like, dude, how long you been watching it? A couple hours.
Yeah. Living legend, dude. I was like, my dad was telling me, he was like, hey, you know who passed away? And I'm like, dude, my dad knew right away.
Yeah.
And he's never on anything. He's never on social media and doesn't watch the news. He knew like that.
It's like a Mexican tingle.
Dude,
it just kicks off like spider,
yes,
like
man.
spider sense.
I was like,
Fernandez is dead.
I was waking up this morning. I was like, damn, I wonder how many I was like, say, how many Mexicans called off today from being hungover?
Guaranteed a couple.
Yeah. Right? Be like, dang, you partied hard this weekend.
That's crazy. RP though, I know he's a legend.
I know, man. Next up, we have KAYLA Harrison met with UFC officials to speak about potential signing. Now, why is this relevant? Because it plays later on to the episode when we're doing the fight recaps. But go ahead, hit it, man.
Multiple reasons.
Yes.
But she said in quotations, I had dinner with some people, and it went really well. I had a great time, amazing hospitality, and interesting conversation. What more could you want in Vegas?
Money.
Oh,
yeah, some gambling winnings.
Some gambling stuff. But there wasn't that many current events. I tried to, pick some of the top ones, but I was like, that was it. There wasn't that many.
It's all good. We still got a meaty show.
Oh, my God, dude. Talk about an event, man, from top to bottom. Let's go straight into UFC 269. Let's go into the fight recap.
Let's do it.
The entire card, to be honest, was pretty good.
From the early prelims, man, I was tuned in from 3:00 p.m. all the way to the end of the fights. Literally, the early prelims were just as good. I mean, it was like stacked. Miranda Maverick was down there at the bottom. Like nuts, dude.
Tai Tuivasa, dude.
Tuivasa, like, bruh.
You know he set the party, like he set the energy for the event, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, people come to watch him do shoeys and do knockouts.
This is what I understand. When he got the knockout, he was doing the shoey. You know the security should know who he is already. Why are they trying to pull him away? Why are they trying to, like, hey, no, move it along?
It's a case of somebody who takes their job a little too serious, you know?
Like, that's your only job, and you're like, come on, man.
This dude's a heavyweight. You didn't see him just knock this guy out, bro?
You go over here, you're like half his size trying to push him
you're
out.
A lightweight.
Man, but yeah, I saw him. He was trying to do a shoey, and the security was trying to push him out, like scoot him out. And I was like, no, dude, let him do a shoey with his fans. Yeah. He clearly doesn't care about what's going on in the world.
Yeah. Now, does this shoey count because it was a seltzer and not a beer?
Oh. You know what?
Because anybody who drinks knows it's a big difference between a White Claw and a Modelo Time. You feel me?
Yeah. But, you can't blame him because it was just thrown at him.
No, it's so there's a little backstory into that. So the shoe that was tossed and the Happy Dad seltzer was tossed by Steve Will Do It, who's a internet influencer, and they're building a little thing, and that's their get down. And the Nelk boys are affiliated with Steve Will Do It, and Dana White is friends with them. So it's like a little cool plug that Dana White's allowing them to have the Happy Dad moment. Because as soon as I seen the can, I'm like, bro, I know exactly what that is. By the way, they're really not good. So don't even waste your time. I'm just being honest with you guys.
I was gonna say because I'm pretty sure they can't throw Modelo can. They don't have cans; they have the bottles, so they're gonna.
I mean, you could find a Modelo can too. Modelo got all kind of options.
Yeah, but we don't talk about Modelo here.
No, but yeah, exactly. But Ringside Beer got plenty of options too.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's just a funny little plug that I've seen going on. It's like Dana White's doing this little insider business, allowing them to build their brand while utilizing the UFC product. Quite funny.
Yeah.
Seems like, at least he's open to that. Maybe a little Ringside Beer plug might work.
Maybe. I mean, they saw us and we went to the beer convention show. They were like, hey, those are the Ringside Beer guys. And we're like, yes, it is.
Yep. It's all right. We'll be in business soon, boys.
But, all right, so that set the tone, right? Tai Tuivasa, that set the tone for the night. And the first fight, Sean O'Malley versus, I'm trying to blank on his name, Paiva?
Something along those lines.
I cannot pronounce it, so sorry, guys.
Yeah. Casuals are going to roast us, bro.
I know, seriously. You guys are a bunch of casuals. It's pronounced like this. I'm sorry.
It's because we all know who we came to watch. It's the Sugar Show.
It's a Sugar Show, all right? So,
yeah.
So, I mean, pre-fight, they had the face-off with him and Cody Garbrandt. And I was like, all right, Sugar won. And Cody Garbrandt was up next. And, bro, when he got dropped.
That's funny.
Well, let me give my wife some credit. She says she's not surprised when it happened. Cody's been known to collapse under, the punches sometimes, and he did drop down to 125. So it did kind of ruin that whole scenario of Cody Garbrandt versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. But at the end of the day, that would have been a nice little fun fan fight to watch. But in reality, Cody Garbrandt was trending down and, is towards the bottom of the division and hasn't been on a winning streak as per se Sean O'Malley on a heater.
Well, not only that, Cody Garbrandt, I feel bad for him, dude, because he's, 5-1 right now? 5 losses, 1 win or something like that?
It's 1 in 5, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's 1 in 5. Yeah,
sorry. But the way it comes off, it seems a lot nicer. Like, 5-1, 5 losses, 1 win.
Softening the blow, man. Softening the blow, dude. That's it. Man, it was tough to watch because, I mean, we're fans of his, I feel. And he, it's just, I wish that him cutting the weight was going to give him an advantage. But clearly that did not pay off.
No, he looked good. And, we've seen fighters, for example, TJ Dillashaw, drop down to that weight and look terrible and perform terrible. And he looked good. He was talking about his nutrition the whole entire time. So it seemed that he was within good spirits and, good health. Unfortunately, Kai Kara France is a beast and, was able to put the nail in the coffin.
Yes.
And that catapults him right towards a title shot. I mean, he's next in line, if not the one right before. So it was kind of nice to see Kai Kara France actually take advantage of that moment and that opportunity. Unfortunately, it was at the expense of Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah.
Damn.
But you wouldn't run that fight with Sean O'Malley, concerning Sean O'Malley just got into the top rank. Cody Garbrandt's still, I would say 10 and under.
No.
Still 10
I mean, I'm going to refer back to your. I'm going to refer
No.
back to your quote there, 5-1. It's really just not a style matchup that bodes well for O'Malley. To be honest, O'Malley's going to win.
Yep.
The style, he's long, he's lanky, he's going to keep him at bay.
Yep.
That's going to be. We already know what the deal is. It's just nice to see big names fight each other. But
Yeah.
I don't think Cody Garbrandt needs to. He needs to fight some tomato cans and get some wins back, and and get some confidence back.
Yeah.
And O'Malley needs to start fighting dudes that we can remember their name.
But he was watching the Cody Garbrandt fight, and I wanted to play this little clip. Believe this was on ESPN MMA, and here we go.
Oh, Cody. Cody just got knocked out. Sucks for him. Deuces. Some people aren't.
It sucks for him.
Some people aren't built for this.
Woo!
Damn.
Bing bong. Some people ain't built for that.
You're gonna start a trend
Yeah.
right now, man.
I hope so. Well, I'm already on the trend.
Byron.
Oh man, so I mean that was the big fight. Then we had God, I hate to say this, but it was like that one filler fight. You know that one fight after the Cody Garbrandt fight?
Yeah, it was definitely a filler fight. Let me pull it up.
A filler fight?
It's just one of those fights you just put on the card, and like I don't want to say it like that, but if when watching it, I was like, okay, cool, I can get up and go to the restroom and go do something before the co-main event.
Refill the drink.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
refill the drink or something. It was one of those filler fights.
That's
It-
rude.
But it just became like
No, it
that.
should have been on the prelims if we're being honest.
I'm shocked that Tai Tuivasa wasn't on the pay-per-view. You knew that would have been.
Excuse me, it was Jeff Neal and Ponzinibbio.
Cool.
And I felt like that should have been on the prelims, and they should have slid up Munoz and Cruz. That ended up being fight of the night anyways.
Yeah.
Cruz and Munoz. And by the way, Cruz looked absolutely good. It was kind of wild. It was vintage. And against Pedro Munoz, who's a stud, I felt it was really good to see him perform against somebody like that. Now, do I believe Dominic Cruz is going to be competing for a belt? Absolutely not.
I could see him being a contender. Or
Yeah,
he still has to see, like, if he's going to go compete, let's say, with Jose Aldo or something. Like, that'd be a good competitive match right there,
The
too.
term we would use is gatekeeper. He's a
What?
gatekeeper. And
Dominic Cruz did phenomenal. Look, he showed he can
did
take a
he
punch
did.
and go
He
through
did.
adversity. He lost the first round to Pedro Munoz and came back to win the second and third to dominate the
but
second
just
and third
imagine
round.
how good you would look if you beat him. But
What do you mean? He did beat him.
He did beat him.
No, I'm saying how if you beat Dominic Cruz, just imagine how good you would look, right? He's a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
gatekeeper. He's not quite a contender for the belt. I don't think he's the number one, contender. Maybe, he's floating around top 5, top 7, but I honestly don't think he's going to fight for a belt. So I think he's a gatekeeper. He can get you into the top 5, he can get you towards that belt, and he can, you put up a win against him, it's going to look good.
I say if he wins one more, he'll be there for talks for a title shot.
Think he takes the Jose Aldo fight?
Oh, that'd be a good one.
It'd be a nice fight.
That'd be a
Jose
nice fight
Aldo
right
put
there.
the whooping.
But I don't know. We'll get into that later too because there's some stuff rumbling this morning about Jose Aldo.
All right.
All right.
Well,
All
let's
right.
get
So let's go into the co-main event: the Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena.
The best fight I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god, dude! It was
Not even stylistically, just emotionally.
Not only that, I mean, leading up to the fight, you felt like no one gave her a shot, right? Even
y'all.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I gave her a shot.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. You did because we made a bet, but it was
Always been on your side, girl.
dude, I was on the podcast. Didn't I say I was like, yo, she was the first fighter to repost my stuff. I was trying to find a way where I'm like, I couldn't not see past Amanda Nunes' dominance the past couple years, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like this one's tough. This one's really tough because I don't know how Juliana Pena is gonna look against another champion because she lost to Shevchenko and she lost to Geranimi, and which were like top level girls, and I'm like, man, it's really hard to pick against Amanda Nunes,
especially when she was like the talk of the town around that same time that Ronda Rousey was fighting.
Exactly. So it was really hard to go against Amanda Nunes. I'll just say that because I was like, dude, I was screaming for Juliana Pena I was like screaming at the TV, go baby, go, go. Yeah. Dude, you know how I get during fights. I was screaming like if I was there. And oh man, I was so happy when she got the submission in the second round. Now the first round, she did look like she was about to lose.
She was getting beat technically.
Technically, right?
Yeah, like you could see it was very technical. Amanda Nunes was kicking that front leg, kicking it out. She sat her down on a jab. I mean, it was really good work from Amanda Nunes to be smart, patient, precise. She did what she was supposed to do that first round. It was very concerning, super concerning.
It was, but it looked like, all right, there's a reason why the odds were so in Amanda Nunes' favor. It was a -1,000, right?
Which I thought was like insane, because it's like you're not even giving her a puncher's chance at this point.
Not only that, you know how insane it is to put $318,000 on Amanda Nunes to win this fight.
Now, just imagine if just imagine if you did that on Juliana Pena, how wealthy you would be,
dude. If you put that amount of money,
how much money?
They put $318,000
on a -1,000.
So that means they might have if she would have won, they would only gotten about $20,000 to $25,000.
Yeah.
But if you put that on Juliana Pena,
I think she was like, what?
oh, you're retiring. That's
You're a millionaire, multi-millionaire
on that bet.
Jesus effing Christ.
But man,
but
dude,
it comes to the second round, and I was hoping and praying that she found a way. And slowly but surely, you can just see she was chipping away.
Yes.
The beautiful thing about Juliana Pena, she wasn't throwing one punch. It was 3 punches, 5 punches, combinations, getting that jab, just working it, the hooks. I mean, you could just slowly see Amanda Nunes start taking damage, start losing, abandoning the game plan. So, she just slowly started deteriorating.
So she got caught with the elbow coming in. Do you remember that first elbow? That kind of like it was like pop, and I was like, oh, what did Pena just land? I was like, what the heck? I was like, go for it. And then she landed that beautiful right that kind of like rocked Pena, and it looked from that point on. She was like, dude, I didn't expect this to be like a dogfight. It kind of like
abandoned the game plan.
She abandoned the game plan. She was like, oh my god, we have to take this standing up mode. And then Pena was just coming after her. And then when she was landing those straight jabs, I think like 4 or 5 straight jabs, left jabs, bop, pop, pop. I was like, go baby, go. And then they were up against the fence, and then Pena fucking took her down.
Down. Ragdolled her, bro. Ragdolled her.
And then I saw her slip her right arm underneath and fucking grasp her bicep and get nailed in.
Nice little Khabib
choked, baby. I was like, oh my god. I think I woke up the entire house because they were all sleeping.
They shouldn't have been sleeping. That's why they got woke up, because this was the fight of the century. Look, I was so shocked that Amanda Nunes tapped so quick as well. You can tell she was just done. She was done. She says, oh, she wasn't in her right mind. Something was off, yada yada. You got beat. All right, you were looking pretty good. I was gonna say, you got beat.
I was gonna say, I was like, don't take away credit from Juliana Pena, man. She dominated that second round. She made the adjustments and came back and submitted her.
So many people were arguing me, Amanda Nunes, greatest of all time. She could do it at 45. She could do it at 35. Doesn't matter who you put in front of her. And I'm like, when's the last time she cut to 35? It's been a hot minute, right? She just had COVID not too long ago. She's, a brand new mother. These are so many factors that are changing her entire life. She might not have that same motivation or drive or be willing to go that extra mile because she might have comfort, Nobody knows what the deal is, but at the end of the day, she took a loss, and she was dead wrong, and Juliana Pena won, and so did I.
Oh, dude, I am so glad. Like, so you, my father-in-law, were hitting me up like, hey, you know what? To be honest, I was like, dude, you guys are giving me a huge favorite.
Well, this guy, for our Ringside Beer fans, all right? Never take a bet with this guy, first of all. And if you do, you better have deep pockets, because he's coming to play.
Dude, what are you doing over there?
trying to get my chocolate. Leave me alone.
Bro, I'm gonna just zoom in on us right now.
Butterfinger is pretty good.
Butterfingers. Don't be touching my Butterfingers. Look at right here.
It's all broken.
Bro, look at this. This sums up the night right there.
The bottom part is the perfect part. Like Joe Rogan looking at DC and he's just like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is happening?"
God, man. And then he was just looking at the arena like, just in shock, just looking at it like, what did I just witness?
Is that the same picture from the last one?
No, this was Saturday night,
feel
dude.
like-
That's
I feel like
Generally Joe Rogan's general
That's-
response
it's like-
Yo.
to crazy
Always his
to
response.
knockouts and such.
But the entire arena, dude, I wish I was there, man. You could feel the energy just coming off the TV, how everyone was screaming.
That shit was
It was
wild. That was crazy.
it reminded me of when Nunes beat Cyborg and we were me and Sam's cousin.
Yep.
We were at where was it? That arena in LA. It starts with an F.
Forum.
The Forum. And the entire energy of that arena just woke up the second she knocked out Cyborg. It was crazy. I wish I was there because those are once in a lifetime moments that you just like get to witness live, you know?
Yeah, the only feeling that I can relate that was even just an ounce similar to that was when John Jones beat Daniel Cormier, because we were surrounded by Cormier fans just everywhere, and I shed a tear that day. I was so happy, man. It was just like the best feeling in the world. And
then he got stripped because of.
then they
put a little
slapped
salt
him.
in the wound, huh?
And then
I
he
was
got
there. It was live.
It was.
I seen what the hell happened. You can't take that away.
Now check this out.
I
Like
have to
just because you didn't see the fights, huh? So this is these are people in the front row. Look how everyone was freaking out right now.
Misha Tate,
Look at Misha Tate,
I saw
Justin
that.
Gaethje. Oh, now the story with
Who's that guy?
Michael Chandler,
Michael Chiesa.
Michael Chiesa. Yes, not Chandler. Yes.
Yeah, so the story with Michael Chiesa was right after after he jumped over the gate. This dude was apparently drunk. He fell, hit his eye, split it open, tried to get into the cage.
Sorry to cut you off, but look at they got caught KAYLA Harrison. Remember I said
Yes, they did. Look at her. You can
Look
see
at
her reaction. She's like, "There goes my fucking payday."
Look at this. Look at this.
Who's that?
Andre
She's like,
Arlovski.
fuck.
Yep.
Oh, because she wanted to fight Amanda Nunes or something?
Dude, all right, so let's get into that part right here.
Oh, okay.
Now, Dana White says Amanda Nunes UFC 269 loss derailed KAYLA Harrison's matchup. Go ahead.
If they would have faced off, it would have been a massive mega $1 million fight. If Amanda Nunes had won, then KAYLA Harrison fight would be one of the biggest fights that you'd ever see.
Yeah. It was kind of like one of those missed opportunities like GSP versus Anderson Silva. We never got that.
Yeah.
It was, I'm trying to think.
Khabib Ferguson.
Cyborg versus Rousey back when they were both on,
Yeah, we never
right in the
got that
beginning.
one. Yep.
So it's also super fights that you never got,
Yeah.
Okay, well, anywho, but when I saw Misha Tate screaming for her, I was like, dude, I was so happy. Dude, I was so happy for Pena, man. She earned that the hard way. And it makes you wonder is if that was all talk or if she was like, hey, she was really ducking me. She was
I'm not wondering, but cats like you have to second guess it.
No.
I knew
Don't
from
say
the
Callie,
jump,
like,
all
I'm
right?
just saying that how,
was one.
she was saying like, she's been ducking me and she told the story in her post fight, like from how it all started.
I mean, how else do you back it up besides going out there and
Whooping ass.
submitting the shit out of her? You know?
Yeah. Which we have a
To me, that was a TKO loss, but for sure.
Dude, you know what's crazy? A lot of people were like, "Oh, it was Nunes wrestling, or Pena's wrestling that got to Nunes." I'm like, dude, Pena,
The 3 seconds of it?
the 3 seconds of it, I was like, yo, Pena was landing, elbows, punches. Like, dude, it was almost a TKO or KO, to be
People
honest.
are too emotional and they just
Like,
allow
no, it was
their
the
emotions to
wrestling. I was like,
bias.
what part of that fight did we see wrestling other than that one takedown?
That was it.
That was it, right?
It's
like-
it's the hardcore fans. That's what.
It's like, no, it was the wrestling. Bro, when the fuck did you see wrestling in this way? It was strictly striking. But, man, so here's Amanda Nunes on UFC 269 loss.
You guys think I'm going to go out unbalanced? I undoubtedly accept the rematch. Give me a little time to get my shit together, and I will be back better than ever.
Well, how long is a little bit of time?
You know what?
Depends on Juliana Pena because she's the queen now.
Yeah, this would be a perfect fight for International Fight Week in Vegas, probably
June, July.
summer. Yeah, June or July.
Mm.
Perfect. You can run that fight. You can have a big fight. Conor should be back by then, which he was going crazy.
Oh God!
But we have it. We have it here. So let's go into the main event. Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier. Now, tell me you did not want to cry after this fight, dude.
I wanted to.
Now, before we even get started, congratulations, Charles Oliveira. That was, you earned that title. You're a real champion. I don't know what's going on when everybody was saying, like, who's saying that I'm not a real champion? I'm like, come on, man.
No, he's definitely a real champion. It's just the doubt that he was gonna be that. I doubted that. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Dustin Poirier was the undisputed champion.
We did.
Yeah.
The way he actually came up, was very similar to Charles Oliveira. Was claw, scratch, fight, get to the top. But Charles Oliveira just proved, that styles make fights, and at the end of the day, the real win, and it's just not Dustin Poirier's time.
Dude, that's what kills me the most because, watching his post-fight, he was holding back so many tears. You can hear it in his voice. You could hear the quiver in his throat, you know what I'm saying? Yep. And it got to me. I was like, man, dude, when he was talking about he's, gotten to that point again and lost by submission again. And, it was hard. But here's a quote that he says, worked hard to get back here to fight for another world title and got choked out again. I'm just heartbroken, really.
Unfortunately, the game plan is to submit Dustin Poirier. Khabib did it. Oliveira did it. That's the goal and the road to beat Dustin Poirier. Now, realistically, you have to be a Khabib or an Oliveira in order to beat Dustin Poirier because you sure ain't going to be Conor McGregor beating Dustin Poirier. not anytime soon.
Dude, what was going on with Conor? So everyone, hopped on Twitter and was tweeting when Khabib said congratulations to Charles Oliveira. Tony Ferguson was like, oh, hey, I was a lot that you couldn't beat me type of thing. But these two right here, Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz react to UFC 269 main event. Nate Diaz says how Conor let Dustin Poirier fuck him up hella times. He sucks.
And Conor said, you lanky string of piss. He got lumped around and got lucky twice. That's it. Is what it is. Embarrassing night for him, all right. That closed guard game, what the fuck was that? Wow, shocking. All good. Happy Saturday night, horse. Yeppa. It's proper 12 day tomorrow, 12/12, new Patty's Day. This is my question. Conor McGregor gets so drunk off the proper 12.
What's a yuppa?
I would love to see how drunk he gets off the Ringside beer.
Oh, let's do it. What were you going to say?
What's a yuppa?
That's a yuppie. I don't know what that is, but
Must be a Scottish
Sounds like a wanka.
Continuing that, he went this morning and says, so what date am I fighting Oliveira? Like, how do you think you're going to cut Justin Gaethje there?
No.
Conor McGregor, you need to lay off the marijuana.
You need to win some fights before you can come back and fight for the belt.
Yeah. No, he thinks he has the ability to just be plugging and playing at any time and always is a title contender. My boy, you're not. All right.
I actually just want to watch that fight just so I can see Oliveira kick his ass.
Dude, you cut Justin Gaethje, who's rightfully earned his way back.
Yeah, but
this is just Conor getting under everybody's.
But
yeah.
Conor's Dana White's freaking moneymaker. So if he puts Oliveira and Conor McGregor, it's gonna sell millions of pay-per-views.
Yes, when you speak truth, you speak truth. But when you could,
and you've seen it done before.
But this is the thing: they could run Nunes versus Pena International Fight Week, and then you can have Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje headline that fight, and that's gonna sell out. That's gonna sell out.
That's a hell of a fight.
You have American, Brazilian, another Brazilian, and you have a Mexican too.
Yeah.
Or Venezuelan and Mexican. Yeah.
But she represents the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's up to Dana White.
God, that's
going to be up to Dana White. And Dana White, he's going to want buckets of money. And who gets him buckets of money?
Conor.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
I was waiting for you to finish. I was like, what happened?
I refuse to answer that.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
But it's facts, so you
But-
know it's true.
But Oliveira responds to Connor, says, what do you think about this weekend? I'm ready. I'm still in town, and there's a up-and-coming event. Let's go, baby. Which I'm talking to, what was it, the Honda Center? Can you imagine if they get thrown in there? They won't, but.
Bro, I'm taking a loan out of my 401k.
And we're
getting floor
going.
seats.
We're going there.
Scheiße.
Dude, I went
That's
back
crazy.
and just looked around to see if the tickets went down because they're still not sold out, surprisingly.
Yeah.
They're still not sold out.
I
So,
wonder why. They're too goddamn expensive.
Yeah.
yeah, for a Honda Center.
Yeah.
I mean, nosebleeds are still $200. I'm like, dude, nosebleeds should normally be $100 for at a Honda Center.
Right.
It's just a Honda Center. I know
150
why they're
at
selling them
most,
so
you know.
expensively.
150. I think, yeah, that's the most I've ever paid for a nosebleed.
Jesus.
And that was, I mean, shoot. I mean, dude, when Ronda Rousey was fighting, I had floor seats at the Staples for like $300.
Fuck.
And that was
What
at
a
the
time.
that was like at the back of the nosebleeds, or not the nosebleeds, the floor seats at the back, at the edge, right there.
What a time. That's what we call inflation. What are you thankful for? Beans, rice, and Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Oh man! But let's get into the second event that happened. Lomachenko versus Kos.
Kossi?
Kossi.
Kossi, I think?
Yeah. All right, Hector, what you think, bro?
I like this fight, man. This fight was, out of the 3 fights that happened between the top three boxers or whatever, this was my favorite one.
So yeah, so I saw this fight as well. Lomachenko just looked like he dominated the entire fight, which was he dropped him or not dropped him.
It looked like
Was it a drop in the second round?
This is dropping the second round.
Drop in the second round. I'm trying to think.
That one's questionable, though. I thought
but I mean that one was
a-
that was not
that was
questionable.
not questionable. That was.
I forgot what round that was, but not only that, I felt like Lomachenko was like controlling the entire fight.
Yeah.
Where he actually looked back at I'm trying to say
At
his
the
name,
corner?
Kossi's corner, and was like, "Hey, you
Yeah.
want to throw in the towel for your boy or what?"
That's the
And
same thing.
he was like, "You don't? Okay,
All
fine.
right.
Continue the ass whooping." I'm like, "Damn."
And he was whooping that ass, boy.
So Lomachenko drops Kossi in the second round, and then literally walks up and says, "You go over there in the corner," and the round ends. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I did see
Like-
that clip.
"Did you see that?" I was like, "Come on."
He's out.
That's big bro talking to little bro.
I know, right? That was like, how degrading is that, dude? The fighter that's beating you up says, "All right, go to your corner real quick. The round's not even over. Just go.
He wanted. I mean, if he wanted that fight to be over, he should have knocked him out. But I mean, I think he was trying to prove a point. And
Yeah, he
and
dominated
point-
the
and
fight.
And the point is that he is on top of that list.
I mean, he dropped him twice, though, right?
Twice.
Yeah. So
First one questionable. That one not so questionable.
yeah, the first one,
I think I think he kind of pushed off, and he threw him on the floor. But that one right there, that one was a straight out knockdown.
yeah.
But that was insane.
It was a good fight, though. But
I
you
think-
knew what was gonna happen. That was it.
It's like I said last week.
But can you imagine if Kossi would have knocked him out, dude? I would have been like, what? That would have been like up there with Pena versus Nunes, bro. That's what happened. I felt like,
I'm glad it didn't, because then I would have to swallow what I said last week. Shit.
dude.
So no.
But all right. So I have a quote right here. It's Lomachenko speaking to ESPN about fighting Kambosos for undisputed.
I can't see the cameras are in my way.
He says, "I need this chance, and if God gives me this chance, I'll take it."
Well,
That's
I
true.
mean, yeah.
The
He is
opportunities there.
he is the rightful heir of that fight. The rightful heir.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, it's Teofimo lost the belt, so lost all the belts.
Yeah.
Lost
So
every belt.
that gives him the opportunity to go back and try to get him back.
Yeah.
But Kambosos took to Twitter and said, "Great boxing display by Loma, which puts him in the equation for Haney, Tank, and Ryan, even after his loss against Teofimo. Respect to Comey." So not Kossi, Comey.
Comey.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't even
You
close.
guys about to get ripped.
I know.
You're a
dude.
warrior and as tough as nails. Looking forward to fighting one of these fellow warriors in 2022 down under. Regards the Emperor.
I know. Why did this?
The Emperor. Is that his new moniker? The Emperor?
Self-portrayed.
Self-portrayed apparently now.
Dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We are gonna get ripped by fans
Oh,
with
yeah,
all
bro.
these two last
care.
names we couldn't pronounce.
Flamed.
Yeah. So
That's all right. Bring it.
Yeah. So I was looking at all the fights, the statistics of all the fights that happened between the three. I can't talk right now.
Kambosos.
No.
Teofimo Lopez.
Lomachenko, Henny, and Gervonta Davis. I
Oh,
can't
okay,
talk
yeah.
now, apparently.
Gervonta.
Gervonta who?
Yeah. Gervonta, he belongs in Joe Davis. Sorry. All right. So here are the statistics for all three of these guys' fights. So Lomachenko, 45 body shots totaled, 45% total punches thrown.
Okay.
Okay. Compared to Henny, who only did 26%. And then
So Lomachenko's more
works the
accurate.
body.
yeah. And then Davis only 28%. Total jabs for Davis was 11.3%. Henny was 4.7%. And Lomachenko was 26%.
Where are you getting your shots from?
Where's it? Boxing scene.
Boxing scene. Okay. No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, just for the viewers.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
His
I was
output is
Yeah.
way more than all those other guys.
Yeah, and then
Blind, yeah.
power is where I think Lomachenko dominated the fight, and his power punches was 58% compared to the other two, which was Henny was 28%, and then Davis was 39%. So again, like I said from the beginning, Lomachenko is the rightful heir to this fight with Kambosos. I don't think Henny and Tank did enough work.
But it sounds like Kambosos doesn't want that fight until one of them fight it out to fight him.
No, who?
Kambosos, didn't he just say that? He's like, hey, you guys are contenders for my
there's
belt,
an
so you guys...
equation. Haney, Tank, or Garcia.
No. So you give Kambosos gives Lomachenko that fight. He deserves that fight. It was the original fight that he needed between Tifomo, and he didn't want it. You give him that fight because he's well deserving of it. And then you have Tank and Henny fight. And that's it. The only one that's left out of the list is Ryan Garcia because he hasn't fought in a year.
He could fight Teofimo.
He could fight Cruz. And that's it. I mean, that's pretty much how it should go.
Do you think he would take a fight with Teofimo?
Probably
would.
not.
He would. Why wouldn't he?
Because Teofimo looks way bigger than him?
So what does that matter?
Dude, I just feel like that's too much power for Ryan Garcia.
You're right. He looks scrawny, but he's got power.
I don't know. I would like to see that.
Just pull a Sean O'Malley.
Oh, maybe.
He's lankier. He's long. I know Ryan Garcia is longer than he is, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
All
I'm just saying.
All right, man. Well,
fact.
shoot. Great weekend of fights. Great weekend. Shoot, let's get into some fight announcements. This was the big fight announcement that happened during UFC 269.
How many times has this fight been announced?
Has it been and then got canceled?
3 times.
Canceled or announced?
Both.
Oh, shit.
Because I think Whitaker had to pull out, right?
Yeah.
And
Why? Injury?
I think the first time it
Scared?
was injury. Yeah. No, I wasn't scared. But he did get TKO'd or
I feel like he's
KO'd.
dealing with that the COVID protocols over there too. It doesn't make it.
Oh,
any
it's
easier.
way worse over there, dude. It is Alcatraz.
Where?
Australia?
Oh, in Australia? Oh,
Yeah.
damn,
It's
that sucks.
locked
Oh, yeah,
down.
no, they're still locked down, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah, I know that.
They're literally down under.
But they announced it for February 12th in Houston at the Toyota Center, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he going to be able to come down here for that?
I think somehow he's probably leaving
Yeah,
right now
UFC
to get
got
over
some
here right
pull.
now.
Yes, you got some pool.
Yeah, they have to. With some private planes, I mean, they would have to, right?
You can find a way over here.
Yeah.
People do it every day.
Yeah.
yeah. Very true.
Oh, not going there.
Statistically speaking, people
Guys.
come here every day.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, let's get into the fights that are happening this weekend. We have a UFC fight night. We have Derek Lewis fighting Chris. I'm not even going to try. Chris
Dwakis.
Drakis. Okay.
That's actually
Wait.
going to be a hell of a fight. I'm excited for
Dwakis?
that.
Yeah.
That is 31 combined knockouts. 30 for Derek Lewis and 1. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man. I got Derek Lewis on this one.
It's
Just
his
because
first fight
he's a
from-
fan favorite over
This is
here.
his first fight since losing to that one guy, right?
Serial Gain? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But Serial Gain was on a different. Yeah, I just feel like, Serial Gain's more technical with his punches. You kind of knew what was going to happen. Derek Lewis had that one knockout shot.
Weren't you going for Derek Lewis?
Yes, I was, but I'm just saying I knew what it was going into it,
You weren't saying that before. You were saying, oh, Derek Kennedy's going to knock him out.
Sometimes we pick with our emotions.
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
I guess.
But
It's just like if John Jones is ever fighting.
all right, and then we got the big pay-per-view this weekend, the mega one. The mega pay-per-view, the last
I'm
pay-per-
actually kind of looking forward to this.
Dude, I was telling Hector.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was telling Hector, I was like, "Yo, I'm kind of into
Really?
this now." Yeah.
Man,
Because Tyron Woodley has one more goddamn chance. one more goddamn chance.
Hey, and guess what?
to-
and guess
to
what?
fucking do
and guess
this.
what? He got paid, and he's gonna throw the fight like he did last time.
He didn't throw the fight though.
He threw the fight.
Oh man,
He threw the fight.
Hey.
Anyone who saw it knows that he
So
knocked him out, and he didn't want to finish it.
So you're going for Jake Paul in this one?
I am going for anybody. I hope they both knocked each other out.
Hey, hold on.
Oh.
Tampa, Florida. Get your boy Jay Smooth out there. I'd love to be there. Represent ringside.
Dude, I think Russ might be going there.
Oh, dude. All
Dude,
right, Russ, hold it down.
I think he might be at that event.
Hold it
Isn't
down for us.
Yeah, for ringside.
Well,
beer. I
if he
think
goes,
he has
take pictures and
he has some connections with people at this event
Huh.
because it is in Tampa, Florida. He knows some people at the
yeah.
venue.
Well, I'm excited to see what comes of that, but I'm also excited to see
Yeah, I hope
what
he
the hell
goes.
Tyron Woodley can do.
So here's my thing,
Okay,
and this is just a theory. Maybe.
okay, what's gonna happen?
If Tyron Woodley, by some miracle, becomes 25-year-old being everybody's ass Woodley in the UFC and knocks him out, you think Tommy Fury still wants to take that fight?
no, I don't
Ty-
think
no.
I don't think that that fight will come to fruition.
No, that's long and gone now. Which is crazy because it was all on Tommy Fury's. It was all his fault for getting injured. I mean, it's just
Well, that's what happens.
yeah. I'm just saying it's just
Doesn't mean it wouldn't happen.
There's video of Tyson Fury getting the medicine ball, literally saying, "Break my fucking rib." So, I would assume his little brother was there doing the same type of
Well,
work.
yeah, there was a video of him getting it from fucking Tyson to Tommy. He's like,
Breaking
yeah,
his rib.
dude. His
I don't know what kind of
his
work that
dad.
is, but Jesus.
Did you see the press conference when it was Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul? When they had the press conference.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, he said.
Dude, his dad was
said-
going off on him.
On Tommy or
On Jake Paul, like, because Jake, you know how Jake Paul gets on people's skin.
He said, "Tommy's gonna have your lady bent over."
Oh, he was gonna have you like bent over. I was like, you can see everyone in the crowd was like, "What's going on?" Like, you can see,
Getting spicy.
dude, because Jake Paul's just talking shit about boxing. He's like, "What do you
Yeah.
know about real boxing? What do you know about anything? You don't know shit about boxing."
Oh,
and
my
his
God.
dad is fucking getting pissed, and he's yelling at the TV like he's actually there. He's like, "I'll kick your ass." I'll kick your ass.
shit. Fuck that. I want to see Jake Paul and freaking Tommy Fury's dad.
Dude, I would pay to see that one, dude. That
Tommy
one's.
Fury's dad will whoop his ass.
Dude, his dad was promoting the fight even more than Tommy Fury.
Which is kind of sad, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
somebody got to do
he
it.
doesn't know how to trash talk very properly.
Yeah.
He's British or whatever he is.
But dude, now that we're talking about, it, I kind of want to check this one out. I'll be in Texas.
Oh, I'm tuning in.
I think I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I'll probably free stream it. I don't care.
Ugh.
I know what I said. Sorry.
Well, you know what? It is what it is. But dude, I'll be checking out that fight. Everyone have a safe, a happy, Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Enjoy with your
sir.
families.
Sure.
Party on. This will be the last episode of this year. We'll be back in 2022.
Coming in strong too, boys.
Maybe.
Yes, and I think we're gonna have a guest. I think Rob will be here.
Maybe.
With,
Shout out to
James,
Rob.
so-
Looking forward.
If I don't get fired.
Bro, I'm gonna have that little clip just for you. Every time you give it a
Don't
little
you got to
bit.
get paid to get fired?
Not technically. You can just be like,
But,
Hector, I'm going to get that phone call like before we come back.
Hector,
Hector,
your assignment is complete.
you're done. You don't even need to come. You don't need,
You know
we
what?
don't need
I
a Debbie Downer here.
I need to put this right here and just like mute. I'm gonna have that fucking da-da.
Hey Hector, when you go back and watch the last episode, tell us what you think.
Man, what you guys do to me?
I didn't do anything. You should see it. You should see it though.
I'll watch
you
it later.
you came. Hold
I
on.
watched, like, the
before we
first-
sign off. You came in and was like, I was like, hey, how did you like the episode? Oh yeah, it was really good. It was really funny and everything. And you're like, oh, how was oh, what you like about it? Like, did you see what I put in? He's like, nah, I'm just playing, man. I didn't see it. I was like,
Sometimes I don't watch all the episodes all the way.
I know, but this
Even
one
I
was
should.
just being you. You didn't
know.
want to see it. And I
don't
told
like
you it was
watching
good.
myself on camera. I'm all awkward and whatnot. It's weird.
Leave
me alone.
Just let it play. We need the runtime.
I know. All right, guys. No, just have it in the background, man. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We love you. We appreciate you guys. And remember,
Be ringside.
Bing bong.
Beat me to it.
Beat you to it, bro.
Beans, rice, and Jesus Christ.